Democratic Party's response to former President Biden stepping back into the spotlight last week. Not exactly a glowing review. An op-ed in The Hill puts it this way: Democrats want Joe Biden to stay away. Wanted to bring in Annie Linskey. She's a Wall Street Journal White House reporter, and she's a friend of ours and the show. And thank you for being here, because almost a year ago, in June, you had a story that you ran in the Wall Street Journal with, I think, over 40 sources, saying that Biden's acuity was in question. And I recall the rest of the media, including people and in the White House, the pushback against you and the Wall Street Journal was fierce. Now you have all these books coming out. If you can pull up call for number 3 here, there's all these books coming out saying, actually, Annie Linskey had it right. And I'm not asking you to do a little I told you so, but now you've done a huge piece in the Wall Street Journal called Questioning Biden's Capacities. Was taboo a year ago, and now it's everywhere. Annie, over to you.
Yeah, I mean, much has changed in the last year. You're absolutely right. When we published that piece 3 weeks before the debate, there was significant pushback to it. And I think, Democrats in particular chose, many of them, not to reckon with what we reported at the time. But that reckoning did come. It came a few weeks later when the debate happened. I will say we've talked to a lot of Democrats who said that our piece was very helpful to them as they were listening to the White House spin that Biden had, one bad night during the debate, and they could look back to the Wall Street Journal's reporting and say, well, hey, we can read this report with a different light and can see quite clearly now that it wasn't one bad night. But yeah, we have some company now on the Biden age beat.
You went to Chicago last week. You were there for President Biden's speech. How did he seem to you?
Yeah, I was there. I mean, look, the venue was it was so striking, because the last time I had seen Biden, and quite frankly, I believe you were there too at the DNC, was also the last time I'd seen Biden in Chicago was at the DNC when he was giving a big speech, just handing over the reins of control of his party to Kamala Harris. And this time it was a very, it just felt very small, quite frankly. It was his first public event that was publicized ahead of time, at least. And it was a paid speech. He was talking about Social Security. I mean, look, he was, in my view at least, more well-rested than I'd seen him in the final weeks of his presidency, which were particularly rough. But he was still stumbling and whispering at times, and then yelling at other times, and making awkward word choices. So it's not, the age certainly shows and continues to show.
I believe, this is my opinion, and that I've said on The Five and elsewhere, that I believe that the Biden White House team and the political people surrounding him did generational damage to the party. And Jim Clyburn believes that it's the media's fault for the reason that the Democrats have so many problems with his popularity. Listen to him here.
The problem we've got, is that we have to depend upon the media to deliver it. And we've got other media entities that seem to rather push a narrative that will bring eyes to their newspapers or to their television sets, and not really give a fair hearing or reporting to what we're doing.
Is it all the media's fault, Annie?
Yeah, that's not an argument that you make when you're winning. That's for sure. Both parties at times blame the media when they don't like to see the stories that, when they don't like the headlines. It's very easy to blame the messenger. In the case of the Democrats, they have some real work to do. And I have every belief that they're going to do it. That's what tends to happen in our country. But blaming the media is not the start, middle, or finish of that work that they're going to need to do.
Annie, you do great work, and it was certainly recognized this weekend with that huge piece, a cover of the review section, Wall Street Journal Saturday. Congratulations on that, and we hope to see you soon. Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.